Hey everyone, it's Gabriel here again, and if there's anything that I'm really confident at is writing and creating attention-grabbing and high-converting video ads. In fact, that's what my team and I are known for in Singapore. And the truth is that we have a wait list of people right now who's waiting to pay us 6 figures just for us to create their marketing campaign and their video ad. And the reason is because they know that our video ad has generated 6, 7, 8 figures for some of our clients, and that's why it is a no-brainer for them to pay 6 figures. And with our ad strategy, we actually sold over $50 million worth of product and services for our partners and clients in just the last 2 to 3 years. I'll put a link in the description below that will show you some of the highest converting ads that we have done for our clients. So today I'm going to reveal to you this exact ad framework that we use to duplicate results for clients in multiple industries. And you want to pay attention to this because people are willing to pay 6 figures for this. And even if you want to go and learn this from some digital marketing courses, those good ones would easily cost you a few $1,000s. So you can use this 8-step framework whether you're creating a written form ad or a video ad. And whichever industry you're in, whether you are a real estate agent, financial planner, a coach trainer, course creator, consultant, or whatever it is that you are in, we have done it for multiple industries for many of our clients, and it works for them. And the reason why it works for them is because the script and the things that I'm going to share with you today is not limited based on industries. These are sales and marketing psychological principles that will work for all human beings, and this is the reason why it worked for different industries. So before I jump into this 8-step framework, I highly appreciate the early thumbs up for this video. That will really help this channel a lot. If you're new to this channel, welcome, and I highly encourage you to subscribe to this channel if you'd like to see more content like this every single week. So let's dive into the 8-step framework. Now the first step of the framework is what I call a hook. So you want to create an attention grabbing hook to capture your audience attention. People's attention now is getting shorter, and so whether you're running ads on Facebook or whether you're running ads on YouTube, before they will watch the rest of the video, you need to make sure that you intrigue them. You need to make sure you grab their attention so that they will watch the rest of the video. On Facebook, you usually have only 1 to 2 seconds to stop whatever they're doing, to stop them from scrolling on their newsfeed, and to watch your video. On YouTube, you have a slight advantage because people are forced to watch the first 5 seconds of the video. So you only have 5 seconds to capture their attention so that they do not click on the skip button. We're all conditioned to click on the skip button, and therefore you need people to say something that will capture their attention and get them intrigued enough to watch the rest of your ad. So in one of my classes, I go into different methods of how you can create a hook. But in this video, I'm just going to keep it simple. There's one method that I like to use and it works all the time. So it's simply telling people, your audience, about something that they believe in and that what they believe in is not true. So here's an example. I can't give you too many examples, but just some examples that I can think of off the top of my mind. So the first example is, let's say you are in the property industry, okay? And if you start your video by saying, what if I was to tell you that your property is not an asset, but a liability? You see, because people in the property industry always think that a property is an asset. But what if I tell you that it is a liability? So can you see that actually goes against the common belief, right? What most people are taught to believe, and you will get people intrigued because they'll be like, I thought that a property is an asset. Now you're telling me it's not an asset, it's a liability. I want to hear more. And if you really think about it, this is actually what Robert Kiyosaki says in his book called Rich Dad Poor Dad. And he used this hook, attention-grabbing hook, that your house is not an asset, to become an international bestseller for his book Rich Dad Poor Dad. Okay, so think about how powerful it is to have an attention-grabbing hook. Another example would be, let's say you are a financial planner and you're helping people to make money in the stock market or in investing. So if I were to start a video by saying, what if I was to tell you that buying low and selling high is the worst investment advice, and you can get into a lot of trouble if you believe in that? So what did I say there, right? I'm simply sharing an example that's common, a belief that is common. Most people believe that buying low, sell high is a good advice, right? But it is not, and it can get you into a lot of trouble. So imagine if you believe in buy low, sell high, you are going to continue to watch this video. Another example would be this. If you're in the weight loss industry, for example, what if I was to tell you that eating chicken breast every day will cause you to gain weight, right? Now, I do not know if that's true or not. I'm not a weight loss expert. But if you are trying to lose weight and you saw an ad and you're eating chicken breast every single day, and you saw an ad that tells you that eating chicken breast every day will cause you to gain weight, you are gonna continue watching this video, okay? Or at least the next 30 seconds to see what this guy have to say. One last example, if you're a business coach and you're helping business or you're coaching business on scaling, and you can start your video by saying, what if I was to tell you that you should not listen to your customers' feedback if you want to grow your business? So what was that there? The common belief here is listen to your customer, right? I mean, the whole common belief about business is that you need to listen to your customers' feedback if you want to grow your business. So I'm literally telling you not to listen to your customer feedback. So if you are someone watching and you run a business and you have been told or you believe that you should listen to your customer feedback, and someone shows up and say, do not listen to your customer feedback if you want to grow your business, you are going to continue watching this ad, okay? So that's the whole point of an attention grabbing hook. Say something that your audience believe in, okay, that is not, and tell them it's not true. Okay, so whatever industry you're in, think about what is the common belief that your audience believe in, and then after that, you want to start the video off by telling them that the reverse, telling them that it's not true. So after you're done with attention grabbing hook, the second step of the framework is describing the problem. Okay, so because now you have already grabbed their attention, you want to describe the problem with whatever method they are trying to get the results they want, right? Because if someone is trying to lose weight, they're already trying something or have tried something. So you want to describe why whatever they're trying, whatever method they're trying is not working for them. And you can actually tie this problem with your hook, especially if your hook is talking about something that they believe in. Here's an example. Earlier I was saying, for example, the stock market, buy low, sell high, right? It's the worst financial advice. So then I can move to the second step, which is problem. This is the next part of the ad. I can say something like, the problem with buy low, sell high is that nobody can time the market exactly at the lowest and at the highest. So even though it sounds good in theory that we buy low, sell high, statistics has proven and have shown that people who always try to time the market end up losing in the market because they are not invested in the market. Can you see that? So I'm simply trying to share with you the problem with trying to time the market, or the problem with buying low, selling high. So another example is that you can start talking about the problem with eating chicken breast every day is, so you can go ahead and share the problem. So again, I'm not a fitness expert, so I'll leave it up to those fitness experts to talk about that, right? So maybe I can say something like, the problem with today's weight loss diet and belief is that we believe that eating fats will get us fat, and that's why we will eat things like chicken breast that has low fat and help us to lose weight. But the problem with that belief is that we need healthy fats in order for your body to burn fats. Okay, so that's an example, right? So sharing with them the problem with the current belief or the current method they're using and why it's not getting the result they want. Here's another example. Problem with listening to your customer feedback. So earlier I was sharing that if you want to grow a business, in section 1 hook, if you want to grow a business, don't listen to your customer feedback, right? So I want to now go into, under problem, I want to go into the reason why this is a problem, right? The problem with listening to your customer feedback is that most of the time your customer don't even know what they want. I believe it was Harrison Ford that said that if I would have asked my customer what they want, they would have said faster horses. Okay, because they wouldn't say I want a car, right? Because back then there was no cars. So the problem with listening to your customer feedback is that most of the time your customer do not even know what they want. Okay, so that's the end of step 2, which is problem, right? Describing the issue with the current belief or the current solution or the current method that your audience is trying. So once you have described the problem with why they're not getting the result they want, you move on to step number 3, which is solution. So now they have went through an attention grabbing hook to get them to watch the video, and then you start describing the problem, why they're not getting the result they want. The next part is describing the solution. So then what is the solution, right? So what is the solution to make money in the stock market? What is the solution to lose weight? What is the solution to scale my business? What's the solution to make money from the property market, so on and so forth. So solution. So here's an example, right? So earlier, attention grabbing. What if I told you buying low, sell high is the worst financial advice? Then the problem with buy low, sell high is that you are timing the market and nobody can consistently time the market. Solution is to stay in the market. Okay, so then maybe you can share examples of how people who stays in the market consistently, whether the market is high or low, even buying at the peak of a financial crisis, and if they continue to stay in the market, they actually make more money than people who are trying to time the market and trying to buy low, sell high. So this is the part where you can share a solution that you have developed to a consistent method to picking the right market and staying in the market. Okay. The next one is example, let's talk about weight loss again, right? Solution is to add healthy fats into your diet in order to lose weight faster. And then you can share, we have developed a special framework to lose weight by adding healthy fats without eating chicken breast. Another example here will be, earlier, I shared an example of business coaching, right? So don't listen to your customer feedback. Solution is to predict what your customer wants before your customer wants it. It's called the Apple method, right? Because companies like Apple, they don't listen to their customers' feedback because they will usually predict what the customer wants before they even want it. And we have developed a special framework to help you to predict what your customer wants before they even want it in 90 days. Can you see what I just did? So hook and then describe the problem, and then share the solution and share how you have a unique solution to their specific problem. So by here, most people are already convinced and they are likely to click on the ad, even though you didn't actually tell them to click on the ad yet. Sometimes we actually add a call to action right here by telling them that if they want to know this solution, all they got to do is to click on the link around this video to get this solution or to buy this product or to sign up for a free one-on-one consultation, so on and so forth. Okay, but we're moving on to step 4 right now, is that we'll add this thing called credibility. So step 4 is credibility. So hook, problem, solution, credibility. So credibility is because by now, you've already shared some value, already captured attention. They know what you're talking about. You want to now then share who are you, because you haven't shared who are you. You haven't even introduced your name and what you do. Right, so this is the part where I usually start off by saying something like, hey, it's Gabriel here. I am a blank, and my company has done blank, right? So this is to offer credibility. How credible are you? This is the part where you can also start sharing some achievement that you have done. So usually what I like to say is that I would say that, hey, it's Gabriel here. I run one of the top digital marketing agency in Singapore. They have generated over 9 figures in revenue for our clients and partners. So one simple sentence, but first of all, I introduce who am I, and I share a bit of credibility of, because I've done over 9 figures, $100 million in revenue for my clients and partners. I know what I'm talking about, right? So in a way, I am indirectly telling them that I know what I'm talking about. You should continue listening. Okay. So whatever industry you're in, you can share something similar, right? So I help specific target audience to achieve certain results. And I have been doing it for the last 10 years. So bring the time in the market that you have as a good credibility, right? If you are in the market for if you have been in business for 10 years, share that you have been doing this for the past 10 years. Some achievements and award will work as well, but be careful with achievements and award. A lot of times I see, for example, financial planners, right, saying that I am a TOT or a top of the table achiever. You see, it sounds good, right? And some of you here know what's a TOT. See, but some of you here, or majority of you here, have no idea what is a TOT. And you see, that's the problem, because there are certain awards that is only known in your industry. So because you are in the industry, your people in your industry will know it. But people out of your industry have no freaking clue what are you talking about. So you might be some, top achiever or whatsoever, but because nobody knows that award, it doesn't mean anything to them. So be very careful with this, right? So what you want to do is to describe it instead. So here's an example. I saw one of my clients, in the past, she would say, hey, I'm a TOT, right? I'm a top of the table. Again, that doesn't mean anything to the audience. So we further ask more questions. What is a TOT? And we found that TOT stands for top 1% financial planner in the entire world. And then we say, why don't you just say that instead of saying that I am a TOT? Because TOT doesn't mean anything to them. But if you say I am a top 1% financial planner in the entire world, people can understand that. Okay, so same goes for my award, right? So I have this award hanging behind my back. It's all cool and stuff. This is called a 2 Club X award. If I were to say 2 Club X award, only people in my industry will understand what it means. But majority of you here may not even know what it means. So that it doesn't mean anything to you. So it doesn't add credibility to me because you don't even understand what it is. So what I tend to do right now is I don't call it the 2 Club X award anymore. I call it the $10 million award for achieving $10 million in sales online with a specific software. So that's pretty much what I will do, right? So if you want to share award, be very careful to don't mention the name of the award, especially if nobody knows what it means. In fact, you want to just share what does the award mean in the first place, right? So top 1%, $10 million award. Those are terms that your audience can understand. So this is the end of credibility. And the next step is offer. So now that you have captured the attention, hook, you have shared the problem, solution, and you have already offered credibility of who you are. Now you should go into what is this ad for, right? It's the whole purpose of you running an ad. I see people go on and on and on and on and don't even mention about what are they trying to do in this ad. What are they giving in this ad? So the next part is an offer, because you run an ad because you want people to sign up for something, right? Whether you want people to buy something, whether you want people to sign up for a one-on-one consultation, whether you want people to sign up for a free training, a free webinar, tell them what it is, right? So number 5, offer. Okay, and I will usually say something like, I want to offer you a free one-on-one consultation where I will help you to, and then achieve the result that you want, right? I will offer you a free training where I will show you how to result that they want, right? So there's 2 parts to this, right? So the offer is feature. Feature is what you're offering. Okay, I'm offering a one-on-one consultation. That's a feature. But it doesn't mean anything to them, because a one-on-one consultation, what am I going to get from the one-on-one consultation? And this is why there's the second part, which is the benefit, right? So in this one-on-one consultation, I'm going to show you, or I'm going to break down your portfolio for you to help you to achieve 20% a year. Or I'm going to look through your diet to help you to lose 10 kg in the next 90 days. So you see, the one-on-one consultation is what I'm going to offer you, the feature, but the benefit is what they really want. So you want to mention the offer, the feature and the benefit. Okay? So I want to offer you a free training that will show you how to generate high quality leads online every single day. So feature, benefit. So most people by now would have clicked on your ad and go into your funnels or your website or whatsoever to sign up for whatever you want them to do. And in fact, 80% of them would have already done it. However, there'll be still another 20% of people who are a bit more logical and they need more convincing. And this comes to my step number 6. Step number 6 is called reason. Reason for offer. So you just made an offer. I want to offer you a one-on-one consultation. I want to offer you a free training that will help you to achieve results that you want. You now need to explain why they need this and why you are doing it. So I am doing it because. You see, whenever you add in the word because, it's actually a persuasion technique. It actually increases the trustworthiness of whatever you're trying to offer. Okay, it's kind of weird, but that is part of human psychology. And I actually learned this much earlier from this book called Influence by Robert Cialdini. I highly recommend any one of you who is in sales and marketing to read that book. And in this book, there was actually a case study. They actually did a research. And sometimes the because doesn't even need to be like a well thought out reason. Okay, so they did an experiment where they were in an office and there was a long queue for a Xerox printer. And what they did was they did an experiment. So the first what they did was that they would go to the queue and they would try to cut the queue by asking and saying that, hey, I only have 5 pages. Can I go first? And so I believe it was like 60% of the time they succeeded, which means that people allow them to cut the queue because they said, I only have 5 pages. Can you allow me to go first? However, the second time they tried, they add the word because. So instead of saying, I only have 5 pages, can you let me go first? They said, can you let me go first? Because I have only 5 pages to print. Just by adding the word because, it went from 60% success rate to 90% success rate. 9 out of 10 people allowed them to cut the queue for the printing line because they said because. So that's how powerful the word because is. So this is the part where you want to share because, right? Because now you have shared with them what you're going to offer them, a one-on-one consultation, a free training. You also want to share with them they need this because, right? Share with them why. And why are you so good, right? Why are you doing this? What's the catch, right? See, because most people are skeptical, right? Why are you offering me a free one-on-one consultation? Why are you offering me a free training? Do you want to sell me something? So you want to address that, right, with the word because. Okay? So we find that every time we add the word because, our conversion for our ad, our click-through rate and everything is a lot higher than if we didn't say because. So that's step number 6, reason for offer. And you can just start off by saying, I'm offering you this because, and then you share with them because. Okay? Next one, number 7, is urgency and scarcity. So whatever you offer, right, there is this human tendency to take action only when something is urgent or only when something is scarce. So when I mean scarcity and urgency, simply means you can share with them that, for example, if you're offering a free training, you can tell them that this training will be removed by a certain date. right? So there's certain urgency in that. If you're offering, let's say, a free seminar, usually what we used to do is that we say that a free seminar has limited seats, so you want to apply and you want to book your slot right now. One quick tip for this is to be as honest as possible, right? I see a lot of marketers, they like to do fake urgency and fake scarcity. So for example, they would say that slots are limited when the slots are not really limited. They will say there's limited slots when that's not actually true. So what you want to do is to come up with something that's more sincere and more honest, right? And it is really possible. Like for example, if you're really doing a seminar, it is true that there's only limited seats, so you can say limited seats. But if you're doing an online webinar, you can fill up as many people as you want. However, you can add that because your webinar software can only take in a certain number of people, and therefore you want to register right now. And it is true, right? For most webinar software, there's also a limitation of how many people you can take on online before everything starts to jam out, or before you need to upgrade the account to a much more expensive account. So share something that's true, right? That will induce urgency and scarcity so that people will take action. So that's step number 7. And step number 8, the last step, is call to action. So it's funny that most people, when they run ads, they don't actually tell people what exactly to do. And I forgot who was the one who said this, but it was a marketing guru that I used to learn from many years back. And he said that, I believe it was Jay Abraham. So Jay Abraham said that people are silently waiting to be led. We cannot expect them to know what exactly to do. Most of the time when they are watching social media, or they're on Facebook, or they're on YouTube, they are not trying to use their brain. Okay, most people are watching, after a long day of work, they're on social media because they want to tune out, they want to be mindless, watching a bunch of videos. And so when you have an ad that needs them to think, they're likely not going to think. Okay, so you'll be surprised, but we have tested before where we have call to action and no call to action, and any videos with call to action has 30% higher click-through rate or higher conversion. All right, so what's a call to action? Literally telling them what to do, right? So what we usually say is click on the link around this video, fill in your details, and we will get back to you for the one-on-one consultation. If it's a free training, we will say click on the link around this video to register for your slot, and we will see you at the event. So literally telling them to click on the link, to tell them to fill in the information so they can sign up for their slot, so that tell them exactly what to do. So once again, when you have call to action, your video or your ad basically has a higher, 30% higher increase in click-through rate and conversion. Okay, so that's all I have for you. 8 simple steps. Hook to grab their attention. Problem, share what's the problem with the current method or the strategy they're using. Introduce your solution, and then introduce your credibility, who you are, so that you increase your trustworthiness. And then share what you want to offer them, whether it's a free one-on-one, whether it's a free webinar, and so on. And then go on to share reason for offer, right? Just by adding the word because, it increases the conversion of your ad. Number 7, urgency or scarcity, and remember to have something honest, something real, not fake urgency and scarcity. And last one, number 8, call to action. So I hope that this video has been of value to you. 8 simple steps. We use this for all of our clients. Many of our students have also paid us money just to learn this simple 8 steps, and you're learning all this for free right here. So once again, I appreciate a thumbs up for this video to help this channel out. And if you love this content, you want to see more content like this every single week, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. So let me know what you think. Let me know what's the biggest takeaway in the comment section below, or if you have any questions, I'll be replying every single one of them. That's all I have for you today. Bye for now.